At Stray's Tutoring? Hey guys, welcome to today's video where we'll be talking about temperature conversions. Temperature conversions is a very important concept in general chemistry and in your everyday life where you would be converting from one unit to the next. And by the end of this video, you guys will be able to convert Fahrenheit to Celsius, Celsius to Fahrenheit, and then Celsius to Kelvin. So below we have some formulas that you guys see in purple. And we'll get to those a bit later in the video, but you might want to keep these handy as there will be a lot of word problems that you guys will go through, and you're going to need these formulas in order to find the solution. So let's get right into it. What exactly is temperature? Well, temperature is a measure of how hot or cold a substance is compared to another substance. So temperature is there's actually something called heat flow, and heat always flows from a substance with a higher temperature to a lower temperature until the temperature of both are the same. So you can think of drinking some hot coffee or touching a hot pan where heat flows to your mouth or hand, or in this example that I have down here where we have a person's hand and an ice cube. When you touch that ice cube, it feels cold because heat flows from your hand to the colder ice cube. Your hand is much warmer, or at least has a higher temperature compared to that ice cube, and there's some energy, or some heat flow there, right? So then how do we measure temperature? Well, temperature in science and in most of the world are measured and reported in Celsius, right? However, in the US, everyday temps are reported in Fahrenheit. So we can say a typical room of 20 degrees Celsius equals 72 degrees Fahrenheit. Or we can say that 37 degrees Celsius equals 98.6 Fahrenheit. So again, most of the world uses Celsius, but the US, at least where I live, we use Fahrenheit. And we can kind of use them interchangeably. We can convert from Celsius to Fahrenheit, Fahrenheit to Celsius, and they mean, they kind of give us the exact same temperature. It's just different units. Lastly, we have Kelvin, and Kelvin is just the basic unit of temperature, and it's based on absolute zero, so it's the coldest possible measurement. So you can say that 1 Kelvin equals negative 270 degrees Celsius. And right here we actually have the equation for it, and we'll go into more depth when we go into some of the practice problems. So what is the main idea here? We have temperature, and again, temperature is the measure of how hot or cold a substance is, and it can be expressed in 3 ways: the Celsius, Fahrenheit, and then of course Kelvin, which gives us the coldest possible measurement. So again, here are some handy formulas you guys might want to remember, going from Fahrenheit to Celsius or Celsius to Fahrenheit here, Kelvin to Celsius, Celsius to Kelvin, and then we have one Celsius to Fahrenheit, Celsius to Kelvin. So there's different formulas that we'll be using based on the practice problems that we have, and just kind of knowing which one to use. So if we go into our practice problem, let's start with converting Celsius to Fahrenheit. The prompt reads, the temperature of a room is set at 22 degrees Celsius. If that temperature is lowered by 1 degree Celsius, it can save as much as 5% in energy costs. What temperature in Fahrenheit degrees should be set to lower the Celsius temperature by 1 degree Celsius? Okay, so a lot of people are afraid of word problems because they do pad it with a lot of wording, and you see a 5% there. Do I include that? Well, let's kind of break this down, and what we want to do is what's given, right? So given, we have 22 degrees Celsius. The temperature of room is 22 degrees Celsius, so we'll put 22 degrees Celsius, right? And we're saying if that temperature is lowered by 1 degree Celsius, it can save as much as 5% in energy costs. We don't care about this percentage. What this question is asking for the degrees in Fahrenheit when the Celsius temperature is lowered by 1. So we're given 22 degrees Celsius in this problem, and we're saying we're going to lower the temperature of that room by 1 degree Celsius, right? So what does that give us? That gives us 21 degrees Celsius. And now what do we need? What is the question asking? Well, we need the temperature in Fahrenheit, right? So that's what that T is. T is for temperature, and then the F is for Fahrenheit. So we've already been given the degrees in Celsius. We've been given 22 degrees Celsius, and we're lowering the room temperature by 1 degree Celsius. So we do 22 minus 1, and then we get 21 degrees Celsius. But now we're trying to figure out what the temperature would be in Fahrenheit. So we have temperature Celsius, and then of course we need the equation here. Equation, right? For Fahrenheit. So the equation we'll be using is TF, temperature Fahrenheit, equals 1.8 times temperature Celsius plus 32 degrees. And we're just going to do some plug and play here. So again, what is given? Well, we know that TC equals 21. That's what was given, right? We subtracted the 22 degrees Celsius. We have the 22 degrees Celsius. We lowered it by 1, so we got 21 degrees Celsius. So here we'll just put 21 and then plus 32, right? Then if we do the math, we take out our calculator, we have 1.8 times 21, which equals 38 degrees Celsius plus 32 degrees Celsius. So what is the degrees in Fahrenheit? 38 plus 32 equals 70. Okay, so the answer to this is 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, so again, what did we do here? We read the problem. We're looking at what's given. What's given to us was the 22 degrees Celsius. We want to lower it by 1 degree Celsius. So we did 22 minus 1, and then we got 21 degrees Celsius. The question asks, what temperature in Fahrenheit degrees should be set to lower the Celsius temperature by 1 degree Celsius? Right? So now we are now looking for what this would be in Fahrenheit. So we took our formula, we plugged in the 21, did our math, and we got 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay. So you guys just make sure you guys pause the video, take a look at it for a bit, and play it back if you guys have to, so you guys fully understand. Okay, so now let's go to converting Fahrenheit to Celsius. So this problem reads, in a type of cancer treatment called thermotherapy, temperatures up to 113 degrees Fahrenheit are used to destroy cancer cells. What is the temperature in Celsius degrees? So if we go back to our chart here, so we've already used this first one, right? So now we're looking to convert Fahrenheit to Celsius. So this time around, what it looks like is we're going to be using this equation because we're trying to figure out the Celsius. Last time we found out the Fahrenheit. So we are going to do first go with our given. What is given in the equation to us? Well, what's given is that 113 degrees Fahrenheit, right? And then we need to figure out what is this in Celsius. So what we do now is we now plan and see the formula that we'll use, which is TC over TF minus 32 degrees over 1.8. So let's go ahead and plug and play, right? So we already have the degrees in Fahrenheit that was given to us, right? So we'll put 113 minus 32 divided by 1.8, right? And then if we subtract 113, 32, what do we get? We will get 81 degrees over 1.8. And if we divide that, we will get 45 degrees Celsius. So it asks, what is the temperature in degrees Celsius? We got 45 degrees Celsius, okay? Let's try this one. A dermatologist may use liquid cryogenic nitrogen at negative 196 degrees Celsius to remove skin lesions and some skin cancers. What is the temperature of the liquid nitrogen in K, which is Kelvin? So let's work this one out. So if we go back to our handy equations, we will be using, what will we be using? We'd be using this, right? We're trying to figure out the Kelvin. So we would just do TK, temperature in Kelvin, because that's what we're trying to find out. Temperature in Kelvin equals TC plus 273. So what's given to us? Given is the negative 196 degrees Celsius. And then what are we looking for? We need the temperature in Kelvin. So now we write our equation as TK equals negative 196 degrees Celsius plus 273. And then if we open up our calculator, we would see that this will give us 77 Kelvin. So what is the temperature of the liquid nitrogen K? 77 Kelvin. And that's it, guys. That's how you do these conversions. You just want to have your trusty equations right here, and you just kind of plug and play. Pay attention to what's in the word problems. A lot of what you need is given in the word problem, and there's maybe some other fluff in there that may throw you off, like percentages and things like that, but just narrow it down to what is given, plug those in, do the math, and you guys will find the solution. So I hope this quick video helped you guys out. This is the basics of conversions. Of course, there's more difficult ones that I would like to go over later, where you may have to do double conversions and much longer word problems. But for the most part, this is a safe, easy, effective way, and just kind of the basics of temperature conversions. So if you guys like the video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, do what you guys have to do, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.